Hello.
It's live already.
Okay, now I can
It's
hear you.
live already.
Yeah, can you say something? I think I can hear you.
It's live. You can start.
Okay. All right. Start. Preeti ji, you can start the meditation.
Okay. Namaste. Welcome everybody. We are here together again to have a wonderful moment of life. We are going to make our connection with ourselves on this day, auspicious day of Durga Ashtami. Let us meditate all together, connecting with the source energy that is driving this creation into its existence. So let us all be comfortable in this. Wherever we are, just sit comfortably with crossed legs. If we are sitting on the floor, Sthir Sukhasanam means just be comfortable and relaxed. Cross all 10 fingers into fingers, hands in your lap. Loosen out your body. Gently close your eyes with a smile on your face. Let us inhale slowly, deeply from the tip of the nose to the top of the head. Let it take inside. Let the breath flow through the neck, shoulder, spine, bottom, throughout the leg till the foot. Hold and release. Let us become aware of this present moment. I will play a slow music and just relax. Take few deep breaths in and out, feeling it moving gradually, touching each and every cell. As we inhale, embrace life. When you inhale, let your chest expand, stomach expand, bottom, locking the bottom. Hold and release with a smile on your face. Let us be empty of all the words, thoughts, actions that we have done so far. Let us empty ourselves completely with our name, identity, our religion, caste, or anything that binds us, that holds us. Just let ourselves be free in this moment. One more last breath in, slow, long, deep, at your own pace. Let yourself expand your physical body, your energy body, your aura. Feel yourself being yourself. Hold. And slowly, gently exhale completely. We are right here into this present moment, in this lovely group consciousness, with empty mind. Let our breath be spontaneous. Come back to normal, natural, easy, simple breath. Observe it. Just see it happening from the tip of the nose to the top of the nose with complete awareness. Let your body be completely relaxed, and your inner eyes, your inner being is just watching what is happening. Seeing, observing is the nature of the divine, supreme consciousness. And we are learning to see our life as we start learning to observe, to see our breath. Breath is like a thread, invisible but perceivable. One end to us, but we don't know about the other end. Let us see. Observe keenly. Gracefully, joyfully. Let your heart be wide open. Each in breath, our heart feels a compression. It's like a hug. These divine cosmic energies, the Prana Shakti, is hugging us, energizing us. The divine heart is spilling love in our heart. Feel it all over your body. Do not open your eyes. Do not move. If you feel itchiness, observe it. If you feel energy sensation, observe it. It's the next level of Dhyan. Come back to your breath again and again. If you feel pain, observe it. Go within. Everything is just aiding us to go deeper and deeper within. Let us all seek that depth within our own self. Let us allow ourselves to go deeper and deeper in our beingness. We can take this body as a tool to go within. The skin that is covering the muscles, to go within various system in the body, circulatory system, digestive system, respiratory system. Go within deeper and deeper. Touching the bones, arteries, veins. Leave yourself completely. If you touch your stomach or intestine, just penetrating into a tiny little cell. It is so huge. Everything is energy. Every cell is like a big, big room, space. It is empty. 99.99% empty. Let us experience this emptiness. Shown. If you see any thoughts coming, Face it. Look at it in between your eyebrows. What is it? That emptiness is pure bliss, true nature of the divine creator, Anandam. We expand it from cell to cell, to trillions of cells. We perceive the Mahaparishuni, perceive the Parishunyam. This is the ultimate bliss. Let yourself expand so much. There is no boundary to our body. There's nothing inside or outside. Whatever is there outside is also energy, atom, molecules. Everything is empty. Let yourself be free to perceive this emptiness, this infinite, boundless, divine emptiness is the Mahaparishunyam. There is no edge to the universe. There's no time of its creation or its end. Feel this eternity of our beingness, our true nature of Anandam. Integrate it. Let it make a new memory today in our deeper consciousness, inner and outer, in our existence. Let us welcome this change Let us welcome the spirit into existence. Let us welcome this infinite potential energy into existence. We can create anything as we are the power of that creator, supreme creator. When he created us, he gave us the power to create, to nurture, to sustain, to recreate. सच्चित आनंद जो सत्य है, सर्वदा है, जो चेतना रूपी है, अनंत क्षमता है, infinite potential, all perseverance, जो हर जगह है, all that is. This is where our breath takes us to. Knower of all, the absolute truth. When we connect with it, we get the absolute bliss. Let this feeling come as a smile on your face, in your beingness, in your heart. Let us integrate this divine love, feeling of love. The masculine energies, the Purusha, and the feminine energy, Prakriti, energy and matter. In this human body, in this life, we are living Godhood. Creators, co-creators, come back to this human body, this vessel, magnificent creation of that Supreme Creator. Let us express our gratitude for this divine experience, for having this beautiful life. Meditation is the only way to realize it. Then, once we come back to this human body with human mind, and we see the same nature around us, all the beings around us, we can relate with them with this understanding, feeling of being one. Last 1 minute, feel your body filled with divine cosmic energies, re-energized, rejuvenated. Accept our life just the way it is. Let us be grateful to all the people in our life, all the relationships, all that we do, all who we are connected directly or indirectly. A lot of support is given to us. Let us express our gratitude to entire universe, to all the gurus, Param Guru Mandali, who shows us the light, who shows us the path they walked on with simplicity, making them easier for us. Few deep breaths. Last 10 seconds. Feel your hands, your legs, your chest, your head, your bottom where we are touching the ground. Gently bring both your palms and put it over your closed eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, gently, you can open your eyes, come back. Welcome back. Thank you for being there today. It's a wonderful experience for me.
Thank you, Preeti ji. It was a beautiful meditation without any music. I don't know when did I went into so deep. And it was just like I had a feeling I was inside an energy ball. I can't feel any of my body and anything there.
Wow,
So it was a
wonderful.
beautiful meditation. Thank you so much for doing this. So yes, everyone, let's welcome Preeti ji on this platform of BMC Africa. She is from Phoenix, Arizona, and she's working as a software engineer. She loves reading books and she reads modern spiritual books and teach meditation to everyone. And it's her. She has read the autobiography of many spiritual masters, and that has helped her to walk on this path. And she has developed a very deep understanding of the world around her. So she has a vision to live in a self-aware society. And let's share her wisdom on this platform with us. Thank you so much, Prithvi, for coming here and doing this and helping us out. Gratitude.
Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you, thank you so much, Deepika ji, for having me here. It's always my pleasure to share what I have learned. And I would start with one quote. I just read it a few days ago, and it was from Brahmrishi Pitama Patriji. And I would like to share it with you all. So I read it sometime back, and then I got to hear it from somebody. So it came twice to me. And so I want to pass it on. And it will take us where we want to go today, because we are going to learn about Swadhyay. Swadhyay, book reading comes next, but Swadhyay comes first. Swa Adhyay, Adhyayan of the self. Swa ka Adhyayan. So we are knowing about ourselves. So I read this quote someday, a few days back on PMC Hindi. I was just browsing for something. One person's hard-won enlightenment is everybody else's easily attainable enlightenment. So Patriji, what he did for all of his life, almost, what he did, and he shared, and he made it so easy for all of us. So, and he shared the formula how we can live here in this samsara, and we can still be enlightened. How our life is best utilized, is best lived. So if we read, when I say I have read many masters' autobiography or biography, it tells us that our path and what we have been doing in this life, it's no different from their own. And what shifted, what change brought everything to them is what we are going to learn from them and practice in our own life. You know, we reach to our deeper inner wisdom. When we read them, we realize, okay, yeah, this is what is happening with me, and the same thing is already somebody's experience. We get to trust our own experience more. We get to trust others' experience more when we see the connectivity. So yes, the topic today is about the Swadhyay and book reading. Definitely, many spiritual books are given to us. Books itself is so much information, right? Book is so much information. Any kind of book we read, if we read any fantasy, it just creates this, our creative mind, right? So the kind of book we read, the kind of information we soak in, we just dwell into that, and we just, live the mastery of that. And here we are talking about life, we are talking about spirit. In our modern science today, if we see, we are completely focused on matter. We are reading about matter, physics, so chemistry, anything. We are just looking at the matter and learning, connect. So when we are reading about the matter, we are connecting to those objects and we are learning. That's a hard way. It is already in creation. It means there is already a formula that this matter got created, right? We understand the recipe of creation. Like we have to create something, we have to think, we have to give the intention, energy, and then we see it happening in our life. So all these matter have been created from such energies, which is pure, divine. And when our intention from matter, it goes to energy, we connect with the spirit. We connect with the true wisdom, which is there already. Nature has given us it everywhere. So when we read any enlightened master's book, how he has written that book in one lifetime of an author who is enlightened, where does he get all those information from? So there is one central, you call it consciousness, you call it the, a subject where all the information is there. So if we talk about Vedas or how it was written, there was some sound, there was some frequency, right? That few people were hearing, and they started scribbling, noting something in some form, which it was just like a transcription to some sound, So they put it somewhere, and then it was understood later in the time. So we had another um, mm, different interpretation and derivation, contemplation later on, and then Vedanta Upanishads they came later on, because we were shifting in our consciousness, so we wanted to understand things better. And when we compare all those information that is there in Vedas, Upanishads, and we read from these new age spiritual masters, the book has the similar interpretation with experience. Vedas don't give us experience, but this master living their life, they bring those information with experience, and it becomes easy. So Atma, Paramatma, whatever concept is there, right? So there are a lot of, if we go in past, there was a lot of philosophy of Advaita and Dvaita Vedanta, right? So those philosophy in itself, it doesn't help us until unless we realize it. Self-realization cannot be done through just reading or writing. We have to live all those wisdom which is there. So as I said today in the meditation, that the God who has created us, he has given us the power to create things. So we have all those ingredients in us, that love, compassion, and with that creativity flows. So it is easy to walk on this path when we read the real spiritual books. When I say real, true spiritual books, one that is a true wisdom realized by a person who is enlightened. He is living his life, and he has got connection with the higher self, who we call Purnatma or we call Paramatma. So he has all this information which is channeled by him. It is written by him, and it happens in every era. So if we are in English, like in this modern era in English, sometimes back, like long time back, it happened on East, like Vedas were channeled that way. So the era changes, and the information still keeps flowing at different times with different, you may say different religion, but the information that is given and the interpretation is always depends on us, how much evolved we are. Okay, and that is how we start living, and this creation is being sustaining. So basically, if we see our own existence, we see mind, we see body, we see our soul. So for the body, we eat food, we do exercises, and we do a lot of things, but for mind, to revive, rejuvenate, to keep it healthy lifelong, we need to have this kind of wisdom, or something that we are reading and we are enjoying, that is uplifting our life every time. As we talked about be a master last time, and it is said that book reading is the sweetest and simplest way to achieve enlightenment. If we keep spending our time on social media or internet anywhere, we are not upgrading ourselves with the spiritual wisdom that our spirit is seeking. The soul, that is the true one, is the driving force of this life. So this prana shakti, it is we are gaining on our basis of our spirit. which we strengthen every time we meditate, because we are making connection with the higher self or the Paramatma during meditation. We energize our soul, spirit. Okay, so food, exercise for physical body, book reading is for mind, and for spirit we have meditation. So all three is required. Okay, when we read book, ultimately our quality of meditation improves. When we read book, when we talk with others, our quality of talk will improve. Every time we are going towards gossip, we have a choice to talk about something that we have read, to discuss upon it. Even if in the kitchen we are working, instead of thinking about somebody saying something, we can it is easy to repeat things what we have read, and then we are talking with our siblings. We can always talk and get more information what they are reading. So the gossip is gone, and the ghar ghar dhyan, ghar ghar sajan sangatya and swadhyay starts, and it leads to a new era, that is the golden era. So it's very, very, very important. If we see any successful people, take example of Warren Buffett or Bill Gates or anybody, they are always, always, always reading books. Okay, so why we are spending our time on something that is not aiding us, that is not leading us anywhere? All those TV serials or anything, that we need to see what we do, where we spend our time, and how can we make it more qualitative, right? And the book comes in picture for the first time. When we connect with the book, we directly connect with the authors. So I will give you an example. I got this book called Holy Science, and it is written by Yukteswar Giriji. I got this book. I was really excited. I knew this book was there for a long time, but I thought it is difficult for me to understand, so I was just ignoring it. But then, if you have to read a book and you are practicing meditation, the books will come to you. So this book, wherever I am going, browsing anything, this picture is coming. Some forward coming, this picture is coming. So this book has to come, and it is like falling into my lap again and again. Then I ordered this book. I got it, and I just kept it in my lap. I wanted to learn from the book, so I just kept it and closed my eyes. I went for like in trance for an hour maybe, and then I started reading the book. And when I am reading the book, I'm most of the time I'm reading little, and most of the time I'm going in trance. And what we call generally in normal term that we are sleeping. It's not actually sleeping, but actually we are raising our energy to understand what is written there. And this book is all about connecting Vedas with Bible. So what Jesus said and what's there in the Veda, how this master has, connected and put it together for this age. So we have, this is a very wonderful book, and it takes time to understand it. So we need to read again and again. Spiritual books has to be read again and again, because first time we take the book, we have this much of consciousness expanded, so we understand this much. Next time, same book, we understand this much further. And every book, if one book we assimilate completely, we really live a transformed life. So book is a must to transform our life if we want to change, or if we are okay with complaining, if we are okay with blaming, then that's fine. But if we really want to live our life, be a master, it is, books are given as an aid to us. Many times, if we are, people ask like doing audio swadhyaya is for them who cannot read, who cannot, like they're blind people who cannot read, there are old people who cannot read. For them it is good, but there are many of us who just we have assumed that I can read. Like for the first time when books came to me, I said no, I left my books long back behind. When I was done with my engineering, I said I am not going to touch any book in my life. And then the first book I got, and I was so excited to read, and finished it in just a couple of days. And I felt so good. And then I remembered that I was never without a book, even though I was not reading. Wherever I'm sleeping, there was like a stack of book of 10 to 20 books from on the both sides. So we don't know ourselves. And the first thing to know ourselves is, just looking at the past and looking at the thoughts. It's how we start to knowing ourselves. And reading books, again, I would say there are a few things that happens. So our energy completely changes, because if we want to learn, the master, nobody dies, so their energies are always present to help us understand. So they will make us understand things that we want to understand, and we may make notes, for reference, but it deeply programs our genes, our inner, it deeply gets penetrated inside us. So it comes in our beingness. Now, if I deviate from some certain thing that I share with you, like doing gossip or talking about others behind them, it will come to my mind and it will remind me that, okay, this is done now next time, be careful about it. So that is how we change our quality, even though being master is not done in one day, right? Such a lifelong practice that we all have to continue. We all make mistakes, but we all have chance to always go further, improve. It's a journey of eternity anyhow. So, and always, whenever you will read something, you may experience like, you are getting a lot of thoughts. Having, like, I would take another example. When I was reading Ramtha, so when this book came, it had a few chapters. So my days where I was determined, so how to read book, just get it, and embrace it, welcome it, and ask master to help you, understand this. Because sometimes the language written may not be easy to understand, but when we connect with energy, we, imbibe things into our existence. So every day, if there are chapters, and the day is going like bringing my awareness to certain things, and in the night time, there's a fixed time that I'm going to read the book. Okay, so these are small things that makes our book reading easy. So like, I know I'm busy at daytime, so nighttime 10 o'clock I will read book for 1 hour, 10 to 11. So that time I'm automatically connected with the book. And I first, when I got the book, I asked the author to guide me, or whoever you want to first connect with, like any guru, or then the author, and then connect with the book, and then read it. And you will see, you will read a few paragraphs, and then you will be thinking about something, looking at here and there, maybe closing your eyes, integrating. But these things, small things, it's so beautiful. It just brings a lot of recipe inside us. A lot of memory from the past would come. We think like, okay, I'm thinking, it's not, I'm not reading or something, but every moment spent within that 1 hour is so valuable. So it is don't just think that I'm not reading or wasting time. I'm not, I can't read. You may read just a paragraph, but it makes a lot of difference in our understanding. So first thing is integrating with master, like connecting with master, reading books, then integrating at the end. So once I finish the book, I usually take a couple of days to integrate what I have learned, not starting another book immediately. And once I'm like done with that satisfaction, I will take another book. And also, as I said, the book will come to you. Once we are ready, the book will come to us. But when to read what? Like initially, as a beginners, we have this question: which book to read? So whatever we come to this path due to certain condition. Nobody comes to meditation so easily. So certain things has happened in our life. Maybe we are sick. Maybe we are having tough relationship. Maybe we have no wisdom about life, death. There are a few questions that I talked about in last session about being a master, that we live this life, but we don't know what life is. We don't know what birth is, what death is, who is putting suffering. Is there a partial God making somebody happy and somebody sad? Who is the like driving? What the basic of life, So what kind of question I have, based on that, we have some masters who has written this book, like for health, we can heal our life. So Louise Hay, she shared some book. So when we are ready, for example, I'll take my example for reading that book, You Can Heal Your Life. Even though I didn't had any diseases at that time, but There were few things. I mean, what um, Louis is doing is just opening too much, and opening everything. And if we are in that state of we are not wearing any mask and we are expressing ourselves completely, um, then only we get to see ourselves. So she is saying many people don't love themselves, and I was like putting question, no, 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 I love myself, but I don't understand what love is. So it took me 3 years to understand that book, because I was continuously touching the book. I went some far and I did not finish the book. I came back. I didn't go till the end, and but the master, she created her life situation so as such that she started with the body, but then she healed mind and emotions, and then she healed our spirit. So she talked about all of it, you know. So doing mirror work is very simple thing, but in our place it is said like if you see look at yourself into a mirror first thing in the morning, your day is not good. So kind of self appreciation and all that kind of things. So these things are very small things that we have not practiced in our life, and that's why the life is just leading the way it is today. People are not dealing helping or dealing good with us, or there are some relationship issues that way. So then we need to open up, see ourselves with practice, regular practice of meditation. That's what happens. We usually look back in our life what has happened, and how things can be done. We start seeing our own mistake. We start seeing love and compassion, forgiveness, and all that thing. And then when book reading it comes, and it slowly heals our life, because now it becomes in our awareness. It comes in our awareness, and we start practicing it. The more we practice, the more we live the truth that we have read, the faster we evolve in our spiritual path. So for our spiritual progress, book reading is a must. So it starts with Swadhyay. So as you heard me for last 20 minutes, book reading and the life Swadhyay, reading your own self, it goes hand in hand. So you see your life in many masters' experiences, and the same is true for that. So apart from this, in mind is winning, let me check.
Thank you so much, Preeti, for sharing your experiences. Those are wonderful. Yeah.
Yes, thank
you. Thank you, Preeti ji. Wonderful experience.
I have got a few list of books for beginners. I'm just
Sure.
pasting here in chat.
Share. Actually, this one is a problem of mine. I start reading a book and I lose the track of it, because I miss it one day or the other day, and then I forget only what to read and where to start again or something. And then
Yes.
it is just something like I keep on browsing books just because I really want to read something. But
We
then
can improve our book or reading quality, just like you
Yeah.
said, today I read, tomorrow. So there is no continuity, and then there is no interest, right?
Yes,
so
that's
we can do one thing, like that's what I am thinking, because I read a lot, and then sometimes it's good to make audio note of what I have read. So initially what used to happen, like I used to share with my sisters. Two of my sisters, they are also in meditation, but they are not reading as much. So whatever I would read, I would, like, whenever we are talking, I would just start sharing. So that way it's kind of repetition, and there will be the question is what next. So you have to prepare the other way. So
Right.
simply this morning I was reading this book called Psychic Energy. This is by Torkam Saradarian. And again, I wish to
Can
share.
you just show me the book? Psychic Energy. Psychic Energy.
Yes.
Torkom. Oh, Torkom. Yes.
Yeah. So I went to Torkam Saradarian Development Center last weekend.
Wow, where it is?
it is in Arizona, Phoenix. It's in Scottsdale, but it's like 60 minutes. It was like 1 hour away from my place, so I had to drive that far. But I got a lot of book, and I'm still thinking I should have got more, because the day I went, there was some old people moving to some assistance home, so they put their books on sale. So
Wonderful.
it was
Wow.
the used books, and it was at half price. So here we buy the books, then we have to pay taxes and all on top of the price, right? So it was tax free, and then I got a lot of book. I have a big, and I'm also doing the PhD integrated PhD course. So I'm also reading about Upanishads. So I have to finish Upanishads this semester. That's why when I was talking, there was amalgamation of the spirit concept, and the talk is going that way, even the dhyan is going that way. So that is how our meditation quality, leading a session, everything changes. Like Steve Jobs, he used to have this autobiography of yogi in his hands all the time. So this is kind of our clothes, our shoes, everything.
Why? Like once you read it, like thank God I have read few books, and including this, so autobiography. But it has inspired me a lot. Everything around the hype around it is actually, it's worthy of reading it. Everything is good, but I would not go reading it like 1 time, 2 time, 10 times, maybe 2, 3 times, yes, but not all the time, right? And I
But
have
it
imbibed it.
for him, it could be like a life-changing moment, right? So it's not
Yes.
like he's really reading it all the time, but whenever he's feeling like he was going through tough life, right? He was going through cancer, even having all the money and everything, he was having difficulty in. So that there could be some paragraph that is touching, like maybe life after death, where the resurrection information is there. He could have went and like explored all the other books, but what Patriji gave us, it now looks so simple and easy. But who is outside this place has
Yes.
got a one autobiography of yogi, but he doesn't know what to do next,
Right. Totally.
which books to refer. And if you talk about spirit also, there are so many books, but which one are authentic? There are enlightened master books. Do we know they're enlightened master books? Once
Yes.
we take any enlightened master books, it's so pure information, it will take you to the trance.
Yeah.
I have read Seth book. It's
Yes.
not easy, but when I was reading, I was really experiencing my parallel existence. I was really experiencing other dimensions. So, and it's the same pattern, right? Connect with the master, and once we are ready to learn, they are there to help. So
I get it. I
with
get it.
experience, like difficult things, it was so easy to understand.
I get it. I can just give you one example that I went to a channel in YouTube through somebody's reference, like somebody told that, okay, this fellow gives, and then good knowledge or something. So maybe the knowledge would be good, but maybe for the beginners. But you know what? Every video for his is entitled deep knowledge, and then deep knowledge sometimes it's not actually. So
Because
yeah,
see, listening
yeah,
is one thing and reading is one thing.
right,
Listening, you have to run with the pace of other person,
right.
and uh,
His
here
their understanding.
you are reading and taking breaks. I said those breaks are very much important, because you may not know, even though like I'm reading a book and maybe I'm thinking about something else, but the thing that I have read is still in process of integration of deeper understanding. So
Yeah.
and then once we take in, we have to bring it out to live, to share, right? So that audio thing, right, like small thing, whatever I have read, I would like to share about the psychic energy. What is psychic energy? This is the energy of the consciousness. That's what it is said. Like it grows, it is given to, it comes to us the moment we start becoming more grateful, more happy, more giving. We seek enlightenment. These energies are given to us, but we do not experience it. We do not know it. So that way, the moment we start giving it, we are given more.
Right.
And it is like a protective shield around us, so it protects us. But at the same time, the sacred space that I have asked everybody to create a sacred space in your home where you meditate, where anybody goes with your permission or nobody comes, or there is no hatred, anger, or gossiping, or kind of talking about ill about others, or there's some
Yes.
problems. So that way we diminish all those energies. So that way, like we just need to harvest on that energy. We need to keep on growing, so we need to, it's important to start giving. More you give, more it will come. So that's the beginning of it, what I read. And with more anger, frustration, doubt, fear, we lose our energies. So this is the small thing that I read this morning. I was really happy. It's like 20 pages, but so that's how, like, we can enrich. And it's also at the same time, it's, if it's okay, like for me, how it used to happen, because I was not doing much of audio series, only rarely I go for any audio. Like, if I'm very curious and I cannot wait for the book to arrive, then, and there is a short video, then I will audio, then I'll go. So you can do one book at one time, or you can read multiple books also. So it depends on our own state of integration. And if there's one hard book, I will just stay with the hard book. But if it becomes sometimes very slow, right, I'm not taking out time. As I said, like when we give a particular time to the book reading, then it becomes easy. But if the same book I will take out in the morning, maybe I'll just read, but I'm just reading, I'm not understanding. It happens most of the time. So I take another easy book to keep my interest, because no day should go without book reading. So any easy book, maybe Louis Hay, and there are many, many easy books, interesting books like Hermit. You have heard about the Hermit. There are many other books I can refer name to, like there's some Sita book, right? So there's some
Sitayan.
Yes, something that is more interesting. You can read more and more to integrate those in your personality. What is true love, bringing the kind of living it every moment. So we can have like one digital copy, or like somewhere, if at least we are giving some time to make it your priority. If we won't make it our priority, we will be just wasting our quality time. Because ultimately, when we read, our meditation goes deep. We are always in that connection with the higher self, or the masters, or those energies, who is we are willing to learn, they are willing to teach. So it's just that.
Right.
So what I was saying there, that like how when we meet somebody, we see somebody's clothes, shoes, their how they look like, their attire and everything. So at the same time, when we have this book in our hand, it totally changes our perception. Then automatically the people in front of you will come, and he will think, he may taunt you, what kind of book, like it is, what are you doing, you're so busy, you're still doing this. And then there's a chance for us to speak up for ourselves, and also like wasting time in where we have no time to gossip, like we don't want to be part of it. We always have a separate corner to be with the book, right? So it unknowingly, if you go to a restaurant and you are asking for food that they don't serve, but they want to do marketing, right? So they make a note of it, they create another menu. So unknowingly, here also we are creating that awareness of book reading, and having this spiritual India magazine subscription, spiritual science, Dhyan Jagat in India. These are small gifts that we can give to others. It's a different thing, but total transformation, living our soul state wherever we are. I always now, if I have to take anybody any gift, I will think what book I can gift. So that way I will buy a book and I will gift books. So even though they don't read, it is there. Someday someone will get help.
Right.
So that's how we are bringing that
Good.
self-aware society, right? So little things we are adding to it.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for this suggestion as well, that the book, somebody someday might get help from that. That is a great thing to take away from this.
I had this spiritual India book, and then I thought I'm having it. I'm also having the digital copy, a spiritual science book. Not spiritual India, I guess. So that subscription is there. So what I did, I just wrote my message at the end. I wrote some number and I donated those book in public spaces, so that anybody, we don't know who is what seeking what, right, and who can get help with it. So I just donated those books in those unknown area. So and leaving that intention that it reaches to people who get helped, who are seeking, right? So
Totally, totally. Wonderful deed and a wonderful idea as well. Yes.
thank you.
Thank you, Preeti ji. It was wonderful. Thank you for sharing how to romancing with the books.
Because I
Yeah.
did be a master, so I wanted to talk about book reading and the Sajjan Sangat. We don't take it usually very seriously, but they all aid to our spiritual progress. If you stop one of these, you will see a lot of difference in your, everyday beingness. And so yeah, it's important for even newcomers to spend their quality time with themselves. So meditation is self-love, and then reading books is like enhancing our mind, intellect, and then living in our beingness. So as our beingness changes, our doer also changes, right? So we are all so
It's a
tightly
wonderful
connected.
sentence. If the beingness changes, then the doingness also will change. Wonderful.
That takes us to Nishkam Karma. So it's all connected, because whatever I'm doing is without anything I want, or anything to get or obtain, or. So it's because it's my now nature. Whatever I do, because that's my beingness, that's my nature, right? So now even every email that I write, like how to make your physical material life spiritual, is only I see behind what feeling do I have when I'm writing this email. You know, I just see only love. The only answer that I got is only love. So whatever I do, I do it with love. I spread love with all my emails, all my communication, even if sometimes I get angry, sometimes I scold my teams, so team members, but still I feel so much love. And they confront us again. They will come back and they will, ask for um, something like whatever they have done, like how things can be done better, right? So uh, that way I always see it. It always makes a shift, and in our energy also, we think like the work is energy draining place. That is how I used to feel. Like I can work in the kitchen whole day, I'm not tired, but if I go to office, I used to come back and I used to feel so much tired. But now, because I'm enjoying it, sharing myself, uh, doing everything with so much interest, I'm no more tired. So that is how everything starts shifting, like the when we give right energy, right effort in right direction.
Are we doing plan next or we are leaving the
And we are good for today. I think we did meditation already.
Preeti ji, quickly one question. You said you are also doing PhD. Is it related to meditation or is it
Yeah,
totally
it's
fine?
a spiritual science and yoga. Subject is spiritual science and yoga. So I'm in first year, and I encourage all of you, be the change who you want to see. Because if I want my child to learn about Vedas, I cannot expect somebody to. If I get that opportunity, I have the time now, right? It's 5 years of commitment, but there will be so many children that will be helped. It's a whole new era will be supported. And here in this, what happens? Yoga is physical yoga asana is one part. Then anatomy is another part. Then Vedas, Upanishad, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Vivek Chudamani, everything you get to read. And apart from that, then you go to the modern spiritual science book. And then there's a research paper, right? So this is like now my entire life, even though I'm a software engineer, I'm working full time there, and still my intention is here. So universe is helping me, when to do what takes priority. I'm also learning that way. and my life is around this. So it's like complete integration of those things. In my meditation, I seek for those integration. Okay, I want to understand Upanishads from the true source.
Right.
So, and then you impart those teachings, like whatever you have learned, you start sharing, start talking about it.
I'd like to know the syllabus of your curriculum because it's quite interesting. Like,
I
And
told you all
unusual
the
also.
syllabus.
I don't
So
think we
I,
have. Yeah,
it's an
I think it's
online. You can do it.
unusual,
I will
a
share.
PhD.
okay,
Okay, I will share
just
the
please
details.
send the
You
information.
already, you are already. I saw PV Shivrama Pasar flow. What session in your group? I saw it.
In my group, okay,
Shivrama Pasar,
in
PMC Africa group.
PMC. Yeah. Oh, that
Yes.
one. Oh, that one.
No, not that one. So that is just a beginning. That's just the ice tips. But that's how I started. Like I started going 2 years. I did all that already, and then I got
Shivrama Prasad only?
Yes, I did it for 2 years already,
Oh, wow.
and I
So
got the
can you just-
certificate.
Can you
And
just
then
one thing about it? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. I was I was just giving it a thought, but is it like just to do only? I was just giving it a thought. Also, there are so many things happening around me. I can't even begin to tell. So uh, it's just that I don't find myself fit right now to begin that course. But I was just thinking, I was just really wanted to decide now, yes or no.
so that
But
will always be there, right? But it's your willingness. As I said, we are learning to prioritize. Do I have to come to PMC Africa, or I have to study for my exams? So yeah. See, am I not telling? Am I doing so much already? Like we had this 24-day, 24/7, like every like 365 days meditation channel, which we have put on hold for now. Meditate for wellness. So apart from that, there's already a full-time job. It is a lot of, saying easy, but it's a lot of work, like a lot of commitment. Then a family. Then you have this, still you take one session. Maybe it's simple session. You have to prepare, it takes time. And then you have your own interest of books. Sometimes you can't stop. Like this thing came and I started reading. I don't know how far I will go again, but things will come and you would read. And then again, you are doing something extra that is itself like it's a full-time thing if you want to do it seriously. So things will always be there. But what I have understood, like from Patriji, that thing, if you say enough is enough, then it's always you're limiting yourself. But we are all miraculous thinker and infinite beings, so that then you become an instrument. Okay, things are happening through me, and I'm just aiding it. So my this much role is this and that. Definitely it's a serious matter and it takes a lot of commitment, but it's not difficult. Also, if you are willing, you can do it. And always think, who else will do? Always think, if we have so much complaint with the new generation, what are we doing for them? We cannot wait for some guru or some other teacher that will teach. As a mother, if I go and ask my son, okay, who created sun, beta? That question he may not be asking, what is life, what is death, because science has given this Big Bang theory, and now we don't need to question, right? So nobody is now the same thing. What our ancestors were living, the same thing is not there in us. There is no question how I came into existence. There is no question who created this world, how it's sustained. So these basic questions we have to ask them to make them realize that the true. And that's where the inner engineering starts. The inner scientist, the spiritual science, is all about spirit, which is the nature energy, natural energy. It's there in the nature. So modern science is focused on the matter energy. Spiritual science is focused on the nature energy.
Preeti ji, how many levels of courses you did with the, I think
Shivram
it's Dr.
I did
Yes.
pura. I did whole. I
Okay.
did it. And then, don't just think too much, because when they take exams, the questions are multiple choice and it's very simple. What I realized ultimately, I was just spending some quality time, whether I understand or I don't understand. I was just sitting and listening. Now I know, okay, what Ashtavakar said. The next level is little difficult, but he will tell you in easy way, and at the end you will feel that you know something somewhat. So I personally saw that that helped me, because then this course came from Vedic Wellness University. This PhD course came, and I was just thinking, okay, I should not do it, and then I skipped for 1 year. But again, the next time again it came, and then I was that time my intuition was taking me to opt for this. And many times in the middle I thought, okay, why I have to make my life that complicated? I should give up. But then again, universe guides me to be here. So now there's no way to going back. Now what is it? Because now I enjoy, even though I read Vedas, even though I read modern spiritual book, everything I enjoy. So do what you enjoy, right? You will always find time when you enjoy things. So that it started with Shivramappa sir, definitely. It's like when people were doing other meditation, like I am into this for last 3 years. So I opted for this because here there was solid wisdom coming.
Okay, can you just let me know? Like, I'm doing this for 4 years or maybe, yeah. So, is it a beginner's level, or should I go through beginner's level, or should I go into intermediate? Whatever is, I don't know.
I don't know. Generally, they ask to go for all the levels, right? It's for 2 years. Like, I didn't know when I started, I didn't know it's for 2 years.
But no, he's asking for 15 days. I mean, this course.
Yeah, 15 days he did that.
It's
crash
just a
course
level
also.
1 course. It's just a level 1 course for 15 days.
Okay, he can do it even 1 day also. He does Pyramid Valley 1 day courses too. But there only certain topic can be done, right? Do you have the topics that he is going to cover?
Yeah. Shall I share it with you?
No, I have it already.
Okay, it's types of sciences in yogic core, I think 1, and then you have the types of sciences yogic core 2, and then divine metrics, defined goal, and meditation technology, analysis of I and you, me and my body, illusion and delusion, and I think it's everyday 1 hour course.
Yes, it's every day 1 hour, and these are all intermediate topic. It looks like it's not beginners. Beginners is simple. It's easier than
so
this.
it's cause and effect yoga, karmasu koshalam, and enlightenment, self-realization, pearls of wisdom. I think it's there in PMC Africa. The poster is there, Mamtaji.
Okay,
You
I
can
have
check.
seen it. Yeah.
No, I have gone and seen that.
Yeah.
Only thing is, I was so confused. There is a medical situation in the house. My mother-in-law has broken her backbone, so
Okay.
so many things happening at once.
But
it's just
they have
1
this
hour course, I
recording,
think.
and for me it used to be 4 a.m. morning. So I used to just put, and then whenever I was trying to listen, I used to go in trance. So I never listened totally, but I went through his PPT and the recordings sometimes on my own, and it will add value to your wisdom. I can just say that. You may not understand everything what he's saying initially, but again, repetition and exams, do not be afraid of it, because it's made that way that you pass always. And I scored well. So, but I was really not giving that much time, although, but still it was good.
Now
So
it's
all
a
the test
second
happens.
indication for me to join the course. Like I was also student.
I
Again,
think you are giving us that push.
indication universe, yes.
Not me. So I changed the topic. I wanted to talk about you create your own reality, because that's what we did, be a master, and that's what ringing me. And again, the healing and the prayer, the other lady that she was talking about it. So I had that topic also in my mind, but I was just thinking to align it. And then day before yesterday, I was volunteering in PMC Hindi for some, anchoring. And then there was session on book reading. So I shared my experience there. And then I realized, okay, this is small topic, but when we add our own experience, maybe we have heard about it from many masters, but when we add our own experience, it makes a difference. So I should talk about it. And now this thing came up, right? So this is how I got in my plate. Even though I'm trying to move away, I know it's difficult. Universe know that we are going to be tricked. So it will put it again and again. And it's a lot of commitment initially, you may feel, but it's a test also. Don't be fearful and don't feel helpless. You will enjoy the course. I mean, if you want to know about Vedas, Upanishads, and if you like reading modern books, so it makes our consciousness expanded. Like how I'm reading what Louise said, okay, the power that has created you is giving you power to create. So here again, the Sarvatma, the Paramatma is giving you the energy to survive, to live the soul, right? That's how the soul exists, the Jivatma exists. So these things you will understand, and it will come, like your energy field increases. Then it's like you are like a star now. So you're seen from the higher worlds, and things changes. I mean, what we see comes to us then.
Yeah, the perspective becomes bigger.
So Deepika, are we going to become classmates? I don't know.
I'm also thinking the same. I think we are already in Preetiji's class, and then we are fortunate that I'm fortunate I have a companion like you, because like when we have to, we sometimes we have our own questions, but when we have a companion, oh, I never thought, oh, this could be the other perspective also, right? We are always in just going in one direction.
Maybe
It's always
co-studying
to have
is
a bigger class and participation, because this kind of debating and discussion actually enhances your understanding also.
right.
So I'm
totally.
really glad, Mamta ji, you also participated today. And Preeti, always a learning. I always look
No,
forward
because
to
I conduct the this music meditation for 2 hours from 9:30 to
nice.
9:30 to.
Nice.
So we all have to learn to take priorities. As I said, when I had too many in my plate, I learned that, and I still have to master it. I'm not saying that perfectionist, but like things we have to
learn
take
from each other. No,
prioritize.
that's
Yes.
no doubt. Like we always learn from each other. So that's really wonderful for
No,
that.
even the work that I have, even 5 different seva I am doing, I have to prioritize. During this meditation, that's what I was coming. I have to do a Swadhyaya on James Redfield Shambhala book. So I was just thinking, my exams are closed. Should I say no? I said, no, how can I say no? That's what I was thinking during meditation. I said, okay. Then it comes like you think really you are doing it. So what's the big deal about it? I mean, you can do it. So I was just thinking about that. So that's the only thought I got in my meditation. And there was a very interesting thing also, there was a acting we had to play. We had to do a play, and the play had 5 points. So I don't know, for me, I think the class was 3 months or something, 3 or 6 months. So they asked to make a play. So he only gave the script, Angulimala and Buddha. I played the role of Buddha. It is fun. I mean, doing all that artistic work, right? So how spiritual life becomes fulfilling, right? People think, okay, meditation is boring, life is gone, now there is no entertainment, but we learn the real way of entertainment.
So when I do the music meditation that thing, I keep joined in the channel, and I for the greed of the knowledge, and I just keep on doing. If at all something interesting comes, and I am always attending nowadays Preeti's ma'am's class. I'm always doing it because I like what she shares. I really do.
Right.
So I
Same
keep on joining.
Yeah, Preeti, thank you for bringing value on this platform. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank
So
you.
shall we switch off the live and then discuss anything, or it's okay to continue? Because I think we are discussing some personal things with you
We
now.
can we should stop the YouTube when, like, if you feel